Alright folks, just a quick check with the AV. Is everything good? Just let me know if the AV is good. Sorry. Can someone verify? Can give me an acknowledgement with the AV? All good? I guess it's perfect, nice and good. Just wait for a couple of more minutes and then we'll get started. I'm just waiting for some good numbers. We have Suraj here. Suraj is all set to do another round of quiz. I guess last time it was Suraj, right? The last time I was here it was Suraj who won it, isn't it? How can I join the game? Venkatesh, you might have to log in with the link that we have given you. You have to register and then joinmyquiz.com, log into this website, enter this code and you automatically get inside the test. You still have a few more minutes. You can start. Always ready for quant. Suraj, we also have, now that I am here, you are also supposed to expect a few cricket trivia questions over here, which I do. We'll talk about that too. How is it going to be any fun when we don't talk about cricket, right? We have Abhishek Paul who says big fan. Yeah, thank you Abhishek. Now I'll take that. Despite the fact, knowing the fact who you are, thank you. Always pumped for cricket also. Nice, great. We have 25, 27. A few more minutes. We have a match happening today. Hopefully, Kohli gets to form. Hasn't been the best of the World Cups for him yet. Hopefully, the top order clicks before we face the match. The bigger ones. Right. Right, 28. Hopefully get 30. A rounded off number 30 will, and then we are good. Ashwin Babu says Rohit century, and that has been loading for a long time. Hopefully he does. I simply am not rooting for any individual in this particular match. I simply want the entire team to click. It hasn't clicked really well in this tournament. Luckily, we have been winning matches. It has been like a team spirited as something or the other has been favoring us. I really hope everyone clicks. More than openers, Jadeja and Dubey backing is more important. Very, very true. Very true. The pitches haven't been the best of the pitches that we have seen. Hopefully, again, we saw Kuldeep take 2 wickets in the last match. I just hope Jadeja comes into the groove and Dubey does something. We take it really forward. I don't have much knowledge about cricket, how to play. You don't have to know how to play. Most importantly, this quiz, of course, we do have a prize for the winners, but it's all about like for the spirit of playing, having a quiz, and you also happen to have a few quant questions sitting inside. So you can also take that as a practice, right? Bumrah Pfeiffer, hopefully he does. Now I cannot expect all the bowlers to take 5 wickets. We have only 10 to take. Hopefully everyone contributes. Will we see a third bowler take 5+ quizzes? Previous trivia throwback. Well, what is it? Hope that the opening partnership lasts for at least 50 or 60. Yeah, that yes. Opening is always crucial. Anytime the opening partnership clicks, most of the matches, the team has always gone to win the match. Hopefully it happens this time around too. 30 done. Someone spotting it. Raghav, thank you for showing it to me. Without any further ado, let's begin. What do we have in store today? The average of 4 numbers A, B, C, D is 9. Okay, I'm not going to read it out. Go ahead, read it. I don't want to bother you. Have 90 seconds to solve the question. Take your time. Of course, you don't have time to like bonus points for answering it quick. But just remember, take your time. Enjoy the solving. That's important. Suraj says, will we see a third bowler take 5 plus wickets? Previous trivia. Hopefully we do. Hopefully. Last 20 seconds. I think we have all the 32 students answer. All done. Nice. Sachin is sitting at the top at 960. So we'll just have a look at the leaderboard one quick round. Sachin is at 960, Raghav 940, Yuvraj 920, top 3, all 900, nice and good. We have the question that says, average of 4 numbers is 9, so the total has to be 36. When the 5th number is included, the average of 5 numbers becomes even. Which of the following is definitely true about E? Now the question says, okay, 5 numbers average is even. So we have 9, which is 36. I add 4 to it, average becomes 8. 14, average becomes 10, and so on. But 4, 14, 24, all of them give you average as even. So E is definitely even. But also notice that E is definitely composite. So 4, 14, 24, 34, 44, all of them happen to be composite. So people can also look for this and say more than one option is true. But remember, if E is minus 6, the sum of 5 numbers become 30 and the average becomes 6. 16 minus 16 takes it to 20, minus 26 takes it to 10. All of them will still give you an even average. So E can be negative, E can be even. Both, no matter what, E is definitely even, not necessarily composite. So you might think, hey, he is composite, E is even, but not really. E is definitely even, not necessarily composite, because 4, 14, 24, 34 works. Minus 6, minus 16, minus 26 also works. Negative numbers do not come under the classification of being prime and composite, right? So the answer is definitely even, not necessarily composite, right? Hop on to the next question and see that. Should Jaiswal open today? He can. I believe he should. Kohli should drop to number 3 and probably get his touch. So again, we'll go find a full question view. The sum of 2 distinct integers x, y, 720. What is the maximum value of HCF between x and y? Nice question. 2 distinct integers x comma y. Last 40 seconds. We happen to have 24 people already finish it. 30 more seconds. There is no word related to cricket. Jaga, we wanted to have all our questions related to cricket, but then we thought to ourselves, hey, we do some CAT preparation. So let's stick with some proper CAT wordings and math questions. Oh, apologies for that. Sorry for disappointing you. Next time we'll probably work on it. I guess all 30 is done. Time's up. Go there. Leaderboard. All of a sudden Sachin is at the first, Yuvraj at second, Gaurav Singh Kumai at third, Debarjun Datta at fifth, Sampadas at fourth. Nice. Now quickly having a look at the question. Sum of 2 distinct integers is 720. So two integers. So, okay, 720. Since they say HCF automatically, they have to be positive now. What is the maximum value of the HCF between X and Y? Now, I would have simply said, hey, if the numbers were 360 and 360, two numbers which add up to 720, HCF of 360 and 360 is simply going to be 360. I have that in my options. But the word question clearly says distinct integers. Now I'm noticing that we know for a fact that the HCF of two numbers will be the largest when one number is factor of the other number. For example, HCF of 10 and 5 will be 5. That's the largest. But 10 and 8 is going to be 2. If I take two numbers where one number is a factor of the other number, one of those numbers automatically become the HCF. I'm thinking, how can I split 720 such a way that one number is a factor of the other number and the largest possibility? I'm going to simply split them into the ratio of 2:1. If this is 1, this is 2. So in that case, 720 splitting it in the ratio of 2:1 automatically gives me 240 and 480. So the HCF has to be 240. Now I understand a few people have picked 360, assuming that they can be 360 and 360, but the question had two distinct integers. So you probably fell for the trap over there. Read the question and get better. We'll quickly jump to the next question and see what it says. Raghav, yes, it should be related to cricket. I'm sorry for disappointing you, Raghav, again. Next time we'll probably work on it. We tried creating all the questions with cricket, but I just wanted to prepare you on a few questions properly. So we just thought of picking some questions and then working on it. For people who don't follow cricket, probably these questions will just add some value, that's all. If n factorial is divisible by 3 power 15 and not by 3 power 25, how many values can n take? Last 20 seconds. The clock is ticking, folks. Quickly. And the time's up. So what do we have here? We have 26 students who have answered the question now. Out of nowhere, Sampadas hits the top, followed by Debarjun. And Gaurav Singh still holds the third place, Yuvraj at fourth. Sachin has dropped to fifth place. Fine, that's fine. Sachin is, hold on, come to the top. If n factorial is divisible by 3 power 15 and not by 3 power 25, how many values can n take? So it's a classic factorial question. So you look at the first factorial where it has 15 times 3 multiplied in it, happens to be 33. 33 happens 3 multiplied 15 times in it. 3, 6, 9, all of them take 3's inside it. So 33 is the first number which has 3 multiplied 15 times within it. So from 33 factorial till where can I go? It happens to be somewhere around 51 factorial gives you 24 3's. But 24 3's, 52 factorial will also have 24. 53 will also have 24. So you are looking at all numbers between 33 and 53, both inclusive. So the answer happens to be 21, and that is your right answer. So probably when you are preparing for factorial, this is one nice question about number theory where you discuss about factorials and look at the factors and all the other stuff. So if you haven't, go ahead, prepare this now. So the answer is 21. And I'm glad that 21 folks have poked into 21, like 8 of them have poked into 21 and said it right. The others, work on it, get it done. Next one. Nice question on mensuration volume. Go ahead. MRL giving 2 prep videos in Tamil channel. Definitely. We are working on it. You will be seeing a few more preparation videos over there in the upcoming week. We got your request into account and we will work on it. Thank you. Last 30 seconds, folks. Last 10. Time's up. So if a solid cube with a volume of 1000 cubic centimeters melted and remolded into a cylinder of the same height, what will be the radius of the cylinder? Very simple. So volume of 1000 cubic of a cube, so the side has to be 10. 10 length, breadth and height, all of them are 10. The cylinder side is also going to be 10. So we are going to say pi r square h is equal to 1000. You simply substitute and get it done. You will get r value somewhere approximately 5.64 something. So you have 5.64. That is straightforward mensuration question. Know your formulas, plug it in, you are through. The answer is 5.6. A quick look at the leaderboard again. Sampath has automatically come to the Debarjan has dropped. Gaurav has consistently retained that third place. Nice and good. I sincerely hope you come to the top again. Sachinist has dropped somewhere. We have Debarjan Datta and then we have Debayan Datta. Two Dattas in the top 10, top 8. For the others, all the best. You still have a few more questions to hit the top. Get going. On to the next one. Typical average speed question, slightly some variant of percentages sitting over there. Nothing fancy. Go ahead, take a go. You still have a minute. You have another 40 seconds on your clock. You might have to hurry up now. Will there be quiz on all matches of India? Yes, Raghav. For any match of India, anytime India plays a match, you will have a quiz on that particular day, Raghav. For sure. Last 10 seconds. Go for it, go for it. You still have 5 more people who haven't answered it. Time's up. Let's look at the leaderboard now. Out of nowhere, Debarjan has come to the top. He was in the second place previously, has come to the top. Yuvraj has happened to hold the third. Gaurav has dropped to 5th from 3rd. He was holding that 3rd spot for a long time. Now he has dropped to 5. Now the 2 Dattas who were at 5 and 8 have somewhere out of nowhere jumped to 1 and 4. Oh, call it a comeback. Great. But Gaurav and Yuvraj have been holding those places. Give a tough fight. Come to the top. Irrespective of whoever wins, take the spirit and have fun about it. What does the question say? A man travels to his office from home at a certain speed and returns home at twice his onward speed. By what percent will his average speed be more than his onward speed? So, average speed is going to be total distance divided by total time. So, d plus d is the total distance, 2d divided by d by a plus d by 2a is going to be there. So, solve for it, you will get dd gets cancelled, you will have 2 by 2 by 3, so which becomes 4 by 3 now. 4 by 3a, which is 1.33. 1.33a from a to 1.33 is a 33% nice increment over there. Answer has to be 33.33. We have 17 people say that. Nice and good. Others, do your calculations. Probably your calculation has slipped somewhere. 33.33 happens to be a right answer now. Moving on to the next one now. Probably now we might have a few trivia questions. There it goes. 30 seconds for every trivia. Who's the first bowler to take a hat trick in T20 International? Now there is a point, men. So probably the questions can also go with women. So be prepared. Who's the first ever one to take a T20 international hat trick? Now very clearly it's a T20 international, not domestic, not IPL. It's the first ever T20. Time's up. Yeah, 14 of them say Brett Lee, and that happens to be the right answer. Brett Lee has this record of getting a hat trick, the first ever bowler to take a hat trick across all three formats. So he is the first one to take a T20 hat trick. Automatically that makes him the first ever bowler to have a hat trick across all three formats. And ever since then we have had a lot of hat tricks. This is a memorable one. The other memorable one, that hat trick that I have in my head, is the Malinga's 4 balls 4 wickets against New Zealand. Now Malinga automatically has the other record. He has a 4 ball 4 wickets in ODIs against South Africa, and then he has a 4 ball 4 wickets in T20 internationals against New Zealand. So he has a record, but no matter what, Brett Lee takes this unanimous record of having a hat trick, the first ever hat trick in a T20 international, and that also happens to be a World Cup match against Bangladesh. Alright, so 17 of them have said it. Quick look at the leaderboard. The Barzon still holds the first spot. Sampadas has come to the second. Now Gaurav has come to the third spot now, after a quick fight. Now Gaurav and Yuvraj have swapped places by some reasons. Great. What is the next one now? Right. Quick check. Am I audible, folks? Just to give you a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if I'm audible. Yeah. Awesome. Now, which two countries played the first T20 international game? Now, it says first T20 international game. It doesn't define who. But then our options have men and women matches. So probably most of you would have picked the Australia vs New Zealand match, which is the first ever men's T20 international. Whereas the first ever T20 international to be ever played was a women's match, which happened to be their World Cup. So which is England versus New Zealand. That happens to be the first ever T20 international. The options clearly says men, women, women. So probably you got carried away with men's match. Let's also give some credit to the women cricketers that we have over there. So quick look at the leaderboard once again. Debarzun is still at the top. Debayan, I just got to know that Debarzun, you are supposed to play with one account. You are supposed to play with one name. You cannot play with two different accounts. So take this as one round. You don't do that. The next time you do, you automatically get disqualified. Right? So ensure that you don't do that again. Right? So we are not going to take into account the two names that you have. The one account that you play is going to be your account. You don't log in with 4 different names and play, and this goes across everyone. No one is allowed to do it, right? Quickly, first men's T20s, India vs South Africa. Oh, India vs South Africa? Yeah, no, that was Australia vs New Zealand, if I'm not wrong. Could be wrong. Been a long time. That happened in 2005, that I remember. As far as I recall, the first T20 international, the women's T20 international happened in 2004, whereas the men's T20 international happened in 2005. That I am very certain. Probably the match, I can have it wrong. But the first ever match has to be England and New Zealand. That's the first ever one, right? Well, then quickly go on to the next one now. MRL Gaming, if that happens to be true, thank you for that point. Who won the Man of the Match award in the 2016 T20 World Cup? 2016 T20 World Cup. Nice. I hope we all remember this one match for obviously the sad reasons though. Pretty simple and straightforward questions, folks. Sampadas has come to the top. Marlon Samuels. Yeah. Misclicked. Suraj. How can we forget that name? You cannot. The one name that is going to haunt us for a long time is going to be that name. For a few countries, a few names is going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. For example, Carlos Brathwaite, the name that haunts England for a long time. Marlon Samuels is for us. Final match, unfortunately, we had to give it away. One hell of a knock that was. If anyone watched that match, that was a bloody good knock, right? Let's move on to the next one and see a couple of more questions. You still have a chance to come to the top. Do not miss it. Raghav, Travis Head for India. There are quite a few names. Guptill for India. 2019, I'm going to remember Guptill. Travis Head in 2023. WTC, I'm going to remember a name again. We have quite a lot of names. Probably the choker stack should come from South Africa and go to India. That's what I believe. Of course, South Africa has been chokers. They don't even qualify. They qualify to the knockouts and they get knocked out in the very first round. But India has been choking for a long time now. Mohammad Amir. Yeah, Mohammad Amir for 2017 Champions Trophy. Yes. Debarjun has come to the top again. Was a leading wicket taker in the inaugural ICC T20 World Cup in 2007. Umar Gul. Umar Gul had one great season that time around. The one time that he probably was not good up to the mark was a bowl out against India. We had a bowl out for a tiebreaker for India with Pakistan. The 3 bowlers, none of them hit the wickets. Umar Gul was one of them. We hit all 3, Harbhajan, Uthappa and Sehwag. Umar Gul, Afridi and Asir Arafat. Who's the third one? I don't remember. None of them hit it. Umar Gul, despite having a great season across 2007, that one time I still remember, but he had a one bloody season that time and he was the leading wicket taker over there. So Umar Gul is automatically the right answer. One last chance to get to the top. Dhoni brain behind the stumps. Yes, people often talk about it. For a spinner, it would be relatively easy. They went with 2 paces. The third one was Shahid Afridi. I remember that. And he still missed it. It was 3-0 in 3 bowlouts. Was the first player to take 6 wickets in a T20 match. Easy. There shouldn't even be a question. Such an easy one. Boost your scores by answering it quickly. Last 3 seconds. The time's up. Do I even have to show you the answer? We all know who it is. But still, for the sake of the formality, let me go around and show you the answer. It's none other than Chahal. One of those fine innings that he had. Hopefully, one of our bowlers takes a 6 wicket again for the second time. Indians are not greatly known for taking more than 5 wickets, apart from tests. We don't have a lot of 6 wicket and 7 wicket. In fact, India has only one 7 wicket haul in ODIs. 3 6-wicket hauls in ODIs. 3 of them, one of those names is very interesting. Very interesting. Stuart Binney. Stuart Binney has 6 wickets in a match against Bangladesh. So very few people take more than 5 wickets. So hopefully we recreate some magic and one of our bowlers takes 6 wickets in this tournament, keeping my fingers crossed for it. But until now, it's Chahal who is the first player to take 6 wickets in a T20 match. Right. So we'll have one final look at the leaderboard, and the leaderboard says Yuvraj has come to the top and he wins this round for this time. Devarjon, for some reasons, has dropped to the second by a margin of 20 points, which has to be in seconds now. But many congratulations. Arjun Verma automatically came to the top. Out of nowhere, he came to the top. Sampadas has consistently been there in the top 8. I've been noticing that name. Bhupendra Sharma, beyond a point, he was there in the top 8 every now and then. But many congratulations to Yuvraj. Yuvraj, don't forget to send us a mail with your name, with your mail ID and other stuff. You know the formality. Drop us the mail, get your rewards, and continue with your preparation, folks. All the best. Hopefully India wins this time again, this match. Hopefully we get a World Cup this time around. Hopefully we do it. It has been a long time since we had a World Cup at home. So let's hope that we win it. At the same time, don't forget your preparation. Sign this off, watch the match, do whatever you want, but ensure that you get back to your preparation and crack it with the best efforts. All the best, folks.
Anything.